What is scientific truth? Is it worth watching? Find out on this week's Indy Christian Review. Creation versus evolution, the age-old debate. No pun intended. What is Scientific Truth is a feature-length documentary that takes a look at both sides of the issue and tries to answer that question.
But the bigger question is, was she bipedal? Did Lucy habitually walk upright? Most evolution scientists will argue that she did, but they say she retained some features from a previous ancestor that enabled her also to swing from trees and walk on her knuckles. Creation scientists point out that Lucy had long arms and curved fingers, which are features that seem to indicate that she was a tree swinger. Also, that certain characteristics of hers indicate that she was just a knuckle walker. One of these is a locking mechanism in her wrist. At the Creation Science Museum in Florence, Kentucky, Dr. David Menton had this to say about Lucy.
We know for a fact that Lucy was a long-arm knuckle walker, and that's the way she should be portrayed in the picture. She should be walking on her knuckles. How do we know that? Because we found from other specimens that it had locking wrists. If you try to walk on your knuckles, your wrists will collapse. So apes that spend time putting their weight on the knuckles have a way to lock their wrists so they don't have to expend so much energy to keep that wrist from dead.
Okay, if we're going to talk science, I need to address the part. Hang on a sec. Okay, I'm ready now. What is Scientific Truth does a great job of presenting a lot of scientific information. Some of it even went over my head. Of course, science admittedly wasn't my best subject in school. But anyway, the information it presents is really great, and it does a good job of giving a balanced view of both sides. The point of the documentary isn't to give you a pro one side or the other. It's to give you the information you need to make an educated decision for yourself as to which side of the debate you'll stand. Both evolutionist and creationist experts are interviewed, and does them the decency of presenting everyone as intelligent individuals who truly believe what they believe. And they know why they believe what they believe. No matter which side you agree or disagree with, you gotta give them credit for that. Now from a technical standpoint, the interviews were shot pretty well. The host segments in the classroom were okay. Honestly, I think it could have used less of the host and more of interviews with the experts, because I was really interested in hearing what they had to say, as opposed to having some guy in a classroom or in a museum, which actually was pretty cool, giving the information. Now, don't take that the wrong way. This is still a very good movie to watch, but perhaps it'd be best to treat it more as a more of like a curriculum where you watch each chapter by itself and study that information instead of sitting down and watching the whole 1.5 hour presentation, because there is a lot of information thrown at you. Now, I want to take a moment to detour for a second, because as I was watching and they started talking about the different geological strata things that evolutionists believe in, something caught my eye. Again, a lot of you are probably going to go, well, duh, at this. But like I said, I wasn't into science much in school, so cut me some slack. Like I was saying, they're talking about the strata, and one thing caught my eye. Well, three things, actually. The names of some of the eras I wasn't familiar with before. One was the Pennsylvanian and the Mississippian eras or layers. I just found that bizarre. But the thing that really caught my attention that I had to stop and rewind on was the Silurian period or layer or whatever the proper term is. Reason that caught my attention, as you've probably figured out, I'm a major Doctor Who fan. I didn't realize that the term Silurian actually came from real science. When I hear Silurian, this is what I picture. Yeah, sorry, I'm a nerd. What can I say? Anyway, all in all, I do recommend you check out What is Scientific Truth. It's got a lot of great information. And whether you've already made up your mind as far as creation versus evolution, or if you're still trying to decide, this has a lot of great information for you. You can find out more about What is Scientific Truth at brighthorizonpictures.com. Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you for watching. Check back every week for more reviews of independent Christian films. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and check out our other reviews at indychristianreview.com. I'm Zack Lawrence. Thank you for watching. May God bless you, and may God bless independent Christian films. I'm putting my hat back on. This feels weird without it. There we go. Okay. This episode of Indy Christian Review is brought to you by the Ichthus Network, your hub for Christian web series. Visit ichthusnetwork.com.